'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me.
Tonight, a family is gathering after a woman was shot and killed, and a child is the one who called 911. Police say the suspect was the woman's boyfriend.
This is the story of Betty Manu Cummings, a devoted mother and beloved member of the West Sacramento community. Betty was a caring and hardworking certified nursing assistant who touched the lives of everyone she met with her warmth and dedication. Tragically, her life was cut short by her ex-boyfriend, the father of one of her 4 children, Damon Jones, who ambushed her when she returned home from celebrating her daughter's 5th grade graduation. What was meant to be a joyous occasion turned into a heartbreaking night of violence. Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to West Sacramento, California, a city known for its close-knit community and scenic river views. In this serene environment, a heartbreaking crime unfolded, forever altering the lives of those involved. Betty Cummings was a 34-year-old devoted mother and a beloved member of the West Sacramento community. Born on April 14, 1991, Betty was a dedicated certified nursing assistant who worked tirelessly to provide for her family. She had 4 children, each of whom she adored and nurtured with immense love and care. Betty's life was centered around her children, and she celebrated every milestone in their lives with great pride and joy. Betty's personality was a unique blend of warmth, spunk, and kindness. She was known for her big heart, always putting others before herself and offering a helping hand to those in need. Her friends and family remember her as someone who could light up any room with her smile and infectious energy. Betty eventually graduated nursing school, achieving her dreams of becoming a nurse. She also celebrated getting her own new place.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Despite the challenges she faced, including supporting her children while pursuing her nursing degree and caring for her mother battling stage 4 pancreatic cancer, Betty remained resilient and optimistic. Betty was in a relationship with a man by the name of Damon Jones. The two had been in a relationship for almost 2 years. During this time, their relationship was marked by periods of both affection and tension. Betty's friends and family have shared that Damon could be charming and supportive, but there were also troubling signs of possessiveness and control. Despite moments of happiness, the relationship was not without its dark side. The situation worsened after Betty decided to end the relationship. The end of their relationship, marked by Betty's decision to prioritize her safety and well-being, unfortunately provoked Damon's violent response, leading to a fatal confrontation that shocked the entire community. Betty's life took a tragic and violent turn on the night of June 5, 2024. This horrifying event unfolded at her home in West Sacramento, California, a quiet residential area that became the site of an unthinkable crime. Betty had just returned home from celebrating her daughter's 5th grade graduation, a joyous occasion that marked a significant milestone in her daughter's life. However, the celebration was cut short by an act of brutal violence. Around 10 p.m., a juvenile called 911 to report that Betty had been shot. This brave caller was one of Betty's own children, who witnessed the horrific event. The call set in motion a rapid police response. Officers were dispatched to the scene on the 300 block of Bridge Place. Upon arrival, they found the child outside the home, clearly distressed and awaiting help. As officers prepared to approach the house, Damon Jones, Betty's ex-boyfriend, emerged from the garage. He was immediately detained. Officers then entered the garage, where they found Betty suffering from a gunshot wound to her upper back. Despite the officers' efforts to administer first aid, Betty's injuries proved fatal, and she later died at the hospital. Damon Jones also had a gunshot wound to his left foot. A subsequent search of the area revealed a firearm hidden in a nearby bush, presumably the weapon used in the shooting. News of the crime spread rapidly, and the community was left in shock and mourning.
Tonight, a family is gathering after a woman was shot and killed, and a child is the one who called 911. Police say the suspect was the woman's boyfriend.
Your reporter Madison Keevy working this one for us tonight joins us on set. Still lots of questions weaved into this tragedy, Madison.
Yeah, Tony, police haven't released the name of the woman killed, but we do know that there was a vigil tonight for Betty Moya Cummings right at the home that was a crime scene just last night. West Sacramento police tell us that a child called 911 to report Cummings was shot by her boyfriend, who police say was Demond Jones. He's also in custody. They also found 2 guns at this scene, which is an apartment complex in West Sacramento. One of those guns was hidden in a bush. Now, we don't know what led up to the shooting. We don't know the nature of their relationship, but we do know that there was a relationship, which of course led us to these, more resources and diving deeper into those domestic violence, helplines and such.
Yeah, you can't help but feel for the poor kids that are left behind that need, obviously, the emotional support.
Vigils were held to honor Betty's memory, where friends, family, and community members gathered to grieve and remember her. Betty was remembered as a devoted mother, a caring healthcare worker, and a beloved member of the West Sacramento community. The investigation quickly focused on Demond Jones. He was medically cleared and then booked into Yolo County Jail, facing serious charges related to Betty's death. The case against him included evidence of his abusive behavior and the circumstances leading up to the fatal confrontation. As of now, Demond Jones is awaiting trial, with the legal process still unfolding. The community's grief was palpable, with many struggling to understand how such a senseless act of violence could occur. Friends and family spoke out about Betty's loving nature and the devastating impact of her loss. They also highlighted the broader issue of domestic violence, calling for greater awareness and support for those in similar situations. Her family, in particular, expressed their heartbreak and the void left by her absence. Community leaders and advocates for domestic violence victims used the tragedy as a rallying point to push for more resources and support for those affected by such violence. As the court case progresses, the community remains united in their demand for justice for Betty. They continue to hold vigils and support each other, determined to honor Betty's memory and ensure that her tragic death brings about positive change. The outcome of the court case is still pending, but the impact of Betty's life and the horror of her death has left a lasting impact on all who knew her. What happened to Betty Cummings is a profound tragedy that should never have occurred. Betty was a vibrant, loving mother, a dedicated healthcare worker, and a cherished member of her community. The tragedy that befell Betty raises important questions about what could have been done to prevent it. Increased awareness and education about the signs of domestic violence, strengthening support systems for victims, community involvement, and providing mental health support are crucial steps that could potentially prevent such tragedies. Ensuring that victims know they have a safe place to go, empowering communities to support those in danger, and addressing underlying issues contributing to such violence are essential measures. The loss of Betty has spurred conversations about domestic violence, shining a light on an issue that often remains hidden in the shadows. By sharing Betty's story, there is hope it will inspire action and change, preventing similar tragedies in the future. What happened to Betty was a tragedy that never should have occurred. She had just celebrated her daughter's graduation when her life was violently taken away by someone she once loved and trusted. Betty had achieved so much. She graduated from nursing school, moved into a new home, and was a caring mother to her 4 children. She deserved to be here today, living her life and caring for her family. Her children deserve to have their mother with them, guiding them and sharing in their lives. My condolences to her friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.